podcast. We are here on location at a brick and mortar with a special friend. Y'all know how we do. We let our guests introduce themselves. So tell the people who you are.
Okay. Hey, my name is Linda Clay. I'm the owner and CEO of My Potato Factory, serial entrepreneur, grandmother, mother, sister, lover, daughter, auntie, mentor. So that's me.
That's a lot of different titles. Yes.
We're many things. We're not just one thing. So, I believe in just doing what it is that the Creator gives me.
It's such a pleasure to be here with you in your business. I have known Miss Linda Clay for I don't know how many years. For those who have been following the brand, I actually had a pop-up here on location for merch for the book release of F This Job, The Art of Transition. So it feels just so good and just so affirming to now be in your brick and mortar and celebrating you, your business, and all of your accomplishments. And we're in March. It's Women's History Month.
There you go. Exactly.
And you are making history right here in this Atlanta community store. So can you talk a little bit about the type of history you're making in terms of like how you transition from having a brick and mortar here to just reaching out to the community and supporting the community as you have been?
It's been a journey.
Yeah.
It did not start out as me being the owner and sole CEO of My Potato Factory. It was a partnership that didn't go well.
Okay.
But I had put too much into it. I've been blessed to have a daughter that cooks extremely well.
Yes.
So she came in, she picked up everything, we modified the recipes, and here we are. You know, it's super important to me as a woman of color to be able to give back to the community and to also employ and mentor young individuals so that they understand that you don't just have to be a consumer.
Right.
You can also be an entrepreneur and an owner. You know, you can be many things. You don't just have to be one.
Right.
So I'm just super excited about being here, about the mentorships, our partnerships with KIPP, and also our partnership with Washington High School in their culinary arts program.
And then KIPP is KIPP, right?
Correct.
That is, what type of school is that?
I believe it's magnet school.
Okay.
We have one right around the corner, which is KIPP Strive.
Okay.
And we actually partnered with KIPP Collegiate for their basketball team this season.
Really?
So, yeah, it was pretty cool. We were able to go in, do concession and vending for them. We actually were able to give back to the school $1,000.
Wow.
So,
Shout out to My Potato Factory. Okay.
Well, you have to give back. You just can't be in an area and not give back to the community.
Right.
The community. And that's what we're about. We're about feeding the community, empowering our employees, letting them know that you don't just work here. While you're here, you get your Safe Serve certification. You understand about entrepreneurship. You get the business from the ground up. They do everything from prepping the food, going through the daily items, opening the restaurant, closing the restaurants, greeting the customers, checking them out, actually building their meals.
Yeah.
So, they get a little bit of everything so that if they decide to stay and go into management, great. But if they decide to leave, then they're leaving fully skilled.
Right.
And that's the great thing. That's what I want to do. Each one teach one. You got to get back.
I love that.
Thank you.
It is so just amazing to see you operating in these spaces and building these partnerships. Like, how do you feel? Like, we're in 2022. We're in March. With the partnerships that you built there, how do you feel about just continuing to move forward and transition into the future?
Transitioning and moving into the future. That is definitely partnering with not just the collegiates, but also with other restaurants and other businesses in the area. One of the things that we've been looking to do to expand is to actually get our sweet potato pie in some of these locations. I don't know if you're aware of it, but AJC nominated us Best Dessert of the Week.
Really?
For our sweet potato pie. It's awesome.
I've had it. Y'all, when you come to My Potato Factory, make sure you get the sweet potato pie.
Yeah, so we were afforded that, nomination and won it. But it was one of those things like we didn't know. We had this woman, Miss Pat, call, and she says, "I saw you guys in the AJC," and we were like, "What article?" So we actually had to search for it. We found it, and Miss Pat told us that her husband, who who was bedridden, he loved sweet potato pie. So I delivered. They ordered 5.
Yeah.
So I took them out, and they're lifelong friends. They call me like once a month. How are you doing? How's the restaurant? In addition to that, in October, we had the Hungry Black Man come through. So he came through, he sampled our foods, and again, he gave the sweet potato pie rave reviews.
Yeah.
He was like, this is award winning. And from that, we had to start distributing and shipping out to different states because people saw the podcast as well as the web series, and they were like, we're in Texas, we're in Chicago, we're in Alabama, we want to buy. So we had to figure it out.
The food is good.
And we did. We figured it out. You know, we got our shipping containers. We got our 2-day shipping, wrapped, sealed, sent them out. Pies, you know, arrived intact, delicious. And that's what we're looking to do, just kind of grow and expand. You know? So we're excited.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm really excited for you. When you think about, you know, where it all started and where you are now, like, what was some of the key things that helped you make the transition?
Wow. Well,
to build these partnerships, because some people don't know how to build partnerships.
True.
And you know, certain things are organic,
True.
right? True. And it's like, some people just pulling their hair out, like
Right.
they have no clue.
Right.
So for the people who have no clue, like, how do you start building business in the community? How do you start building those relationships?
I think for me, it started very early on in life. My first entrepreneurial opportunity was actually being a paper girl.
Really?
Yeah, I had paper out growing up. So, you know, I got my papers, me and my dad would wrap them up and we would deliver. So then with the leftover papers, here I am. I'm like, okay, you know, these going to trash. And my dad's like, whoa, people still want papers, you know, even though they're not having a subscription. So he would go out on the local corner with me and we would sell the leftover newspapers. And he was like, I'm not giving you allowance. There's your money right there.
Yes.
So, you know, I learned
just showed
that.
you how to get
Exactly.
it.
He showed me how to get it. He showed me how to fish. And the other thing was my work. You know, I still have a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So, you know, my 9 to 5 is in HR payroll.
Yeah.
You know, customer service, transitioning people from one platform to another, but also having the opportunity to speak to different people on different levels. And just getting comfortable with having conversations with people in regards to who they are, what they're doing, what their needs are.
Right.
And then that affords you the opportunity to have conversations, like when it comes from Kid K, Coach Gooseby. He was like, you know, what do y'all do? We need y'all to fend for us. And we were like, well, we can partner. What does it look like?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. So we put a couple of dates on the calendar, got it together. We decided on what we were going to do, and we made it happen. So I think that the only thing in making partnerships is having the conversation or asking the question.
Got it.
You know,
Having the courage to
ask the question. You don't actually have to come right out and ask for what you want, but you build the conversation so that you find out where that individual is, and you just meet them at that level. You know, and then it just grows from there. It's organic.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to see how you're going to continue to grow and how you're going to grow in the Atlanta community.
Oh, definitely.
Can you speak to like the actual location that we're in right now? It's historic, and
It's
I believe
historic.
it there.
We are at 1521 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. Historic because it starts on RDA in the West End, you know, and with RDA, you know, it's just full circle for me because RDA runs into MLK, which leads you down to the AU Center. Also coming up around RDA, you have Willie Watkins, you have, Tassili's, you also have Joel Chandler House. So it's history all in this area. And the thing is that on this particular block, you have us on one corner, Slutty Vegans on the opposite side.
Shout out to PG Cole, Slutty Vegan.
Yes. So just being in the midst of it, you know, it just does my heart well to be here. And the funny thing is that when I first relocated to Atlanta in '96, we lived like 3 blocks south of here. And here we are back full circle, you know, so it's kind of crazy when we secured the location. And I was like, we're right back where we started.
Yeah.
But the thing is I've never left the West End.
On a
I love
different
it.
level.
I love it. I love the West End. You know, you get access to everything, you know, all of the history. It's just so rich. You know, the homes, the people, everything.
Yeah, West End Atlanta love you too.
That's it. We love it, definitely. And also can't forget our neighboring partners and cohort facilitators down at the Connect.
Okay.
So Kiyomi and her group down at the Connect, you know, we've been partnering with them on some voter registration items, and it's just been full circle, you know, coming back and ownership, and not just being in a place where you're renting or leasing, but we're looking at buying the block back. You know, like how do we collectively buy the block back?
Yeah.
You know, so it's exciting.
I love that mindset, collaboration, and collectively like moving towards ownership, and
Definitely.
then you're showing young children
Yes.
how to get it.
Yeah.
This is where you're going to get your experience from. So there's a soft space to land.
Yeah, definitely. We take them in, even though I didn't give birth to them. Every person that comes in here, they're mine. They're my kid. And I think that it's my responsibility to feed them, to educate them, to let them know that if they don't know something, it's okay not to know. Ask a question. And whatever you get as far as support, whatever I can do, I do. If I can't, then I find a resource like yourself or someone else who can actually help them in what it is that they're looking for help on. So
That just warms my heart.
No.
Like, your kindness and your generosity and what you're doing for everyone around you. Like, how do you make sure that you're also taking care of yourself?
take care of myself every morning.
Yeah.
I wake up, first thing I do, you know, is just thank God for another day. Before my feet hit the ground, first thing I do is I roll over, I get my phone, and I read my daily word. I pray, I get up. The day starts from there. Quick brush teeth, t-shirt, shorts, or whatever.
Yeah.
Go downstairs, get me 30 minutes of exercise, stretching, meditation, whatever it is. Then it's back upstairs to the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But you have to take time out.
You have a self-care routine.
Yeah, I have a routine. I love being physical. I love being outside. I love bike riding. So super happy that the weather's breaking, you know, so that I can get back on my bike and get back on this bike ride.
Yeah. Well, I'm just super happy to be here with you. I know that My Potato Factory is not your only business. So if you want to take a few minutes, you know, to talk about anything else, your other ventures,
Okay.
you know,
Let's see. We just opened up Pandora's box right here. Let's see. Serial entrepreneur comes with real estate investor. So I just started, you know, secured my first property. So rehabbing that. Looking forward to that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The other things are a product of what I went through and who I am as an individual. Certified massage therapist. And after I finished my certification, it's like, what do you do? So my nonprofit that I'm building is Kaya, keeping young athletes healthy.
Yes.
Because the thing is that everyone wants the next LeBron, the next Venus, the next Serena, you know, the next Gabby Douglas, the next from my hometown, I think Mo. But when you look at athletes on that level, it's not just the pure athleticism that comes with it. They need to understand the importance of their education at school, nutrition, and just it's a total package, and it's for the parents also. You know, I'm looking to build an organization so that if the parents don't have the funds to pay for the kid to participate, we're there to give it to them. So that's Kaya. The other thing that's near and dear to my heart from being in HR payroll for so long is Integrity Payroll Solutions. So I'm building a training program, and what that training program will do, it will actually teach people how to get certified in payroll and the different aspects of payroll and HR that you can go into. So a lot of people, you get your check, but you don't know anything about that check.
Exactly.
So what Integrity Payroll Solutions will do is it will actually break the check down from beginning to end, explaining them all the taxes and all those miscellaneous things that come out that we're like, okay,
What is this?
What is this?
I'm never going to forget that first shot, my first
Right.
check ever. I'm like,
Wait a
I
minute.
calculated the hours I'm supposed to. I didn't know how much my check
Right.
is going to be, right? I get it. I'm like,
There
whoa,
you go.
what happened?
You forget about federal, state, FICA, and Social Security, and if you live in one of those cities or those states that have local, so you know, unemployment taxes, so all of that comes out. You know, goes to the various areas, but in that particular area, I'm looking to educate people to let them know that degrees are fine, but if you learn a trade, if you learn something, you can go in at the ground level, work your way up. I'm currently a consultant, so I don't have a regular 9-to-5 job. My skill talent is what I've amassed over the years, and people call me, it's like, hey, I need a new system. I need forms built. I need you to train someone. So my goal is to transition to get more people of color into this particular area because there are not many of us in there. We all love a check.
Yes.
So I'm going to teach some individuals how to make a check, you know. And it's not just payroll, it's HR, it's IT, insurance, it's taxes. So anything that you can think about in regards to your paycheck, your health, your welfare at your job, that's what I'm looking to do. Looking to teach them how to fish.
You are doing so much.
I know.
So much. So I just really want to thank you for taking the time to share your knowledge with us. For people who want to support My Potato Factory, come and taste the sweet potato pies.
Yes,
I think my favorite potato is the gumbo
potato. The gumbo is one of my #1 sellers.
Yeah, that's my favorite. So for people who want to support, how do they do so?
And supporting, we'd love you to come down 1521 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard in Southwest Atlanta. Come in, have a slice of pie, have a potato. Potatoes are unbelievable, and I'm not just saying it because this is my place of business. It just is. We have a fabulous product. We're looking to scale. We're looking for another location, and we'd love to just come in, see your face, let us know that you saw us on the podcast, and we'll give you some special love.
Oh man, thank you so much. Oh, they do take out orders as well.
We do take out. So
and they cater.
We cater. We deliver. Just give us enough advance notice and we got you.
Yeah. What's your website?
Website, www.mypotatofactorympf.com.
Yeah.
You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at My Potato Factory.
Y'all heard it here. We are live on location at My Potato Factory with Miss Linda Clay, the owner of My Potato Factory. Make sure when you're down here off of Ralph David Abernathy in the West End area, you stop by.
Come see us.
Make sure you follow them on Instagram at My Potato Factory. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
It's been a long time coming, but I'm glad that it finally happened.
Yeah, for sure.